Greetings. This is a Solar Watch for the 29th of December 2011. We've just had significant impact of a coronal mass ejection on the Earth's magnetic field, sparking a possible G1 class geomagnetic storm. We're now looking at the latest solar wind telemetry from ACE, and we see a major change in data on their service over the last 24 hours, which saw solar wind speeds move from 230 km a second to current levels of 375. We also see during this duration a strong increase in solar wind density and also an increase in solar wind temperature. Now this is due to two coronal mass ejections impacting the Earth's magnetic field during this time. We're now looking at the interplanetary magnetic field data, more specifically the BZ or BZ component, where we see some wild fluctuations over the last 24 hours due to the incoming coronal mass ejections. Now these are strong southerly pushes, which both registered -12, and that's an indication of a negative polarity of the incoming coronal mass ejection, and that would mean that we may be receiving a G1 class or G2 class geomagnetic storm over the next 6 hours. We're now looking at the latest magnetosphere simulation images, where we see significant impact on the Earth's magnetic field has been recorded, and that would indicate that a possible G1 class geomagnetic storm is in progress. We're now looking at WSA in Lille spiral and taking an animated view of coronal mass ejections and also a high-speed solar wind stream from the coronal hole formation in the southern hemisphere. Now the top animation is showing 3 separate coronal mass ejections en route to the Earth, and the data indicates that 2 coronal masses have impacted the Earth already, so we may be receiving another over the next 24 hours. Now the bottom animation is important. It's showing a significant coronal hole formation is about to affect the Earth, so we may be receiving a very powerful earthquake over the next 24 hours. We're now looking at the auroral ovals, where we see some strong activity is now being recorded due to the impact of a coronal mass ejection on the Earth's magnetic field. Now solar wind speeds have moved quite rapidly to 370 km a second. Now this activity will produce strong auroras at high latitudes. We're now looking at the GOES X-ray flux monitor, where we see strong flare activity has been recorded over the last 3 to 4 days. Now this is set to continue as we are seeing a strong increase in X-ray background. This is due to a strong magnetic field associated with a new active region turning the southeastern limb. We currently have 9 numbered active regions on the solar disk at this present time, with 4 of these regions rotating off the western limb over the next 24 hours. Now we have seen strong solar flare activity over the last 72 hours, and that's set to continue with the emergence of a new active region turning the southeastern limb. We're now looking at the intensity gram, with the main activity coming from 2 active regions in the southern hemisphere. Active region 11386, which is producing C flares, is rotating in the Earth-facing position over the next 36 hours, so whatever it produces in this time frame will be earthbound and earth-directed, so we need to monitor this region. But the main focus is a new active region turning the southeastern limb, and that's active region 11389. Now this region is very complex and growing quite rapidly and already producing some strong C-class flares. Now I would expect this region will be the main centre of focus, and it may produce some M-class flares in the coming week. We're now looking at a strong coronal mass ejection released in the early morning hours of December 29 with the use of the LASCO C2 feed from SOHO and also SEEDS, and we do see that this coronal mass ejection is aimed slightly above the Earth, but this may brush the Earth's magnetic field in around 3 days' time. We're now looking at another halo coronal mass ejection released on the 28th of December. Now this also may have components that may hit the Earth's magnetic field in around December 31st, and the previous coronal mass ejection may also hit the Earth's magnetic field sometime on January 1st, 2012. And that's my Solar Watch for the 29th of December, 2011. For more information, please visit my website at solarwatcher.net. Thanks for watching.